Prince of Darkness instead, and that probably would have helped out a lot there. But yeah, I thought Cleansing Foam with a overclock buff here probably would have been strong enough to be able to handle the immediate rush of camos there, but it looks like that's not quite the case. So, the more we know. We've learned something today, and that's the most important thing. This is the way that you got to be able to limit test your towers, chat. You got to be able to figure out whether your towers are good or not from the buffs, and this is the practical way of doing it. Just trial by fire. Did you have overclocked 030 NG? No, I had a 042 NG, because the foam ends up getting stronger when you upgrade bottom path. That'd be cool. It would be pretty cool. So again, I think I'm going to try going for the slightly slower route, but end up getting more money in the early game here, which will speed up my trap, which will probably make me faster in the long term. So I think trying to go Ben first on this map, because funnily enough, going for the Druid first doesn't really feel like it adds all that much. Were you overclocking buffing foam for memes? No. I was overclocking my Flying Fortress there. no memery ahoy hoy there, at least. No, I was behaved. I was well behaved. So I'm going to go for a second sniper here, just to make it so that 15 is a little less scary this time around. Heck, I'll probably end up even pressing buttons here. Press buttons. Good button press. Good button press indeed. I did that for funny. Oh man, no, honestly, I just wanted to test out and see how good foam was. I wanted to see how far foam could carry you just purely as the only form of decamo that you have. Because on paper, the 4 times attack speed there usually ends up making up for some of the deficits that you end up finding yourself going into with it all there. So I figured perhaps it'll suffice. 203 on paper is better decamo overall, you remember? Interesting. Okay, maybe we can test that out as well. Mother-in-law's right. Oh well, you know, thing about that, Timmy, not everyone will always see eye to eye. Sometimes it's about making compromises, right? So this time, I'm not... Oh, am I gonna get my trap up first? No, I'm not gonna get the trap up first. It's like super duper risky, man. Let's just edge this slightly closer there. There we go. That's a little bit better. Oh, yeah, what's up, Swappity? The same ad 2 times in a row? Interesting. How does getting oversized now affect cleansing foam? It means that the foam lasts for longer, aka it's got more strength. So usually what ends up happening is that sometimes your foam can end up getting pierce capped. So in that sort of instance there, it can be kind of detrimental because it'll only last for a small amount of time there. just need to be... Sometimes you just need to be a little bit careful. A little. 10 to 15 posts for 032, 2 seconds reload to 1.2 with 203. Interesting. 032 is 50% and 230 is slightly above 50%. Interesting. Very interesting. The more you know. I learned something today. Let me do the wavy hand motion. The more you know. The way Ben Trojan sometimes goes to the bottom of that pisses you off. Ben, no, Ben, it doesn't need to go down there. Ben, what are you aiming at? What are you aiming at? What are you aiming at? I still can never get over that clip. That clip is still, to this day, perhaps one of the best clips I've ever watched. What are you aiming at? What are you aiming at? Not even close, baby! Very well. Sentry gunner it is. Very well. This is the way we will play the video game. I don't know, it seems like the strategy last time ended up working out quite well. Except for the bit where I stuffed up, but you know, it's what it is. Oh wait, I need to get this up. New streamer. Stupid streamer. Stupid streamer, what are you doing? Streamer, do you know how to play the game? Actually, no, I don't actually know how to play the game. That's why I have a chat telling me what to do at all times. Because I'm not actually intelligent enough. I don't actually have the brain capacity to be able to figure it out in my head for myself. That's why I get my chat to be... This is why I stream, is because I'm not smart enough to figure this out by myself. I thought that was like blatantly obvious here, but apparently... My bad, right? Room temperature IQ, that's it! That's it! Room temperature IQ, I'm proud of it, okay? Look, someone's gotta, you know, someone's gotta take the dumb for the both of us here. And that person is, well, it's me, okay? That person has room temperature IQ. And only one of us has room temperature IQ, damn it. You have low brain capacity? It's alright. Welcome to the club, pal. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the metaverse, gamers. World today is not as you know it. No, no, no. Bitcoin. Who? Okay. I want you all to be honest here. And, you know, we try to have a fairly inclusive community. Who invested into Bitcoin? Who here invested into all that fun business there? You know, again, no judging. did? Yeah, fair try. I invest in Bitcoin, I would need speedruns Bloom for happiness. Dude, the only thing I can think of in regards to that is, I don't know if you've all seen the screenshot back in the day when a StarCraft 2 tournament was... Oh wait, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this the plebeian way? I have a banana dancer here. I mean, banana farmer. I'm a banana farmer fragments, dude. When a StarCraft tournament back in the day, you know, it was like first place like $200, second place like $150, third place and fourth place like $100 each. But then for like 5th to 8th there, it was like 10 Bitcoin. 100 and Solomon hit around $10. I mean, that's just value, right? That's just value. So, I think it was, I can't remember whether it was like 100 Bitcoin or whatever there, but I guarantee you, the people who won that tournament this day would be kicking themselves now. Because at its peak, didn't Bitcoin go for like 100,000? Like, Bitcoin went for like a pretty penny. 2 years later, hit like 60k. Yeah, and I mean, you know, I'm sure you'll look back on me like, what if? But, I mean, that's just an unhealthy way of thinking about things, honestly. Can't invest into it unless you fully understand the tech. Well, that's fair. I mean, it is just that, though. It is a risk, right? It's a risk that some people just can't afford to end up trying to take because, you know, not everyone... Oh my god, dude. Oh, I didn't end up buying Elite Sniper. No wonder or Elite Defender. No wonder I was struggling money-wise there, or not struggling money-wise. I was like, dude, why am I doing so well right now? How do I have so much money? Can't put farm on this map? That's correct, Mario-chan. Can't put a farm on this map, can't do anything like that, just gotta roll with the punches. The punches, they do be coming a little bit hard. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules. You hit the ground running. It makes sense, just live for fun. Brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. The last venture I would invest in are his emerald mines. You mean the natural, his natural welfare? It seems like a pretty safe investment to me, honestly. Good timing. This run's actually been surprisingly smooth for the most part. Smooth and supple, like a baby's bottom. One chance of falling apart because he sends a bad tweet. Yeah. True, and yeah, that's pretty true. Yeah, the unfortunate bit is that Elon maybe is unstable as his emerald mines there. Ooh. Awkward. Alright, so now we've actually got the tech to be able to deal with everything this time. What is going to be my final little bit of damage here? I need something on the cheap. I need, like, an assassin. I need to hire the most cringe assassin possible. Cringe assassin, they call him. Oh my god, he's so cringe. Hopefully we can clear this off in time here. Ooh, that was really poor timing on my part. That's some cringeworthy business right there. Dude, can we get a, like, a hallelujah for the Flying Fortress buffs, though? Like, for on God. Kinda massive, though. Wow. Honestly, a 15-15. Kind of impressive. Like, a 15-15 on a 2-lane map here is actually, like, surprising. And there's no farming as well.